5 Cleveland neighborhoods spoke out tonight, telling Mayor Justin Bibb they need more funding, more resources, and a greater voice. Other city leaders were called upon, too, to live up to campaign promises. These people live in the Fairfax, the Central, the Mount Pleasant, Slavic Village, and Lee Harvard neighborhoods. They spoke at an event hosted by the Greater Cleveland congregations. News 5 investigator Joe Paganakis was there tonight as well. Joe, what are some of the core issues these neighborhoods say they need now?
Rob, the Greater Cleveland congregation says crime and safety are at the top of the list, along with funding, housing issues, infrastructure improvements, city services, and career path opportunities for young adults who want to stay in these communities.
Mayor Justin Bibb.
Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb talked about his accomplishments during a Cleveland Neighborhood Now event hosted by the Greater Cleveland Congregations, or GCC, at Elizabeth Baptist Church. Mayor Bibb outlined his efforts to improve the quality of life in some of the city's most needy East Side neighborhoods, including Fairfax, Central, Lee Harvard, Mount Pleasant, and Slavic Village.
Make sure every child and every family has a high-quality park, pool, and rec center in their neighborhood, all within 15 minutes.
The GCC giving Mayor Bibb wins for reopening Gasaway Pool in the Fairfax neighborhood and making residents and neighborhood leaders part of the decision-making process on what will be developed here on this huge open lot, which was once the site of Grace Mount Elementary School in the Lee Harvard neighborhood.
He's done a lot, but there's more.
But congregation leadership says the mayor must commit much more city funding in these neighborhoods to address the chronic issues of blight, crumbling infrastructure, and city services.
It's a must to have money, and there is money. If you want to make these neighborhoods look better and you want things to happen for the people in the neighborhoods, money is crucial.
The GCC says growing crime in these neighborhoods is the top concern among residents. It's hoping the city will get even more committed in its involvement with the National Gun Safety Consortium.
We should have been involved a long time ago. The death rate is high, as you see, and it continues to go up.
GCC youth leaders like Paris Jones are hoping Mayor Bibb will meet with them in the next 90 days to address the lack of career track opportunities for youth in these key neighborhoods.
A lot of youth in the Fairfax neighborhood that, went to college and got their degrees in a career path, and they want to stay in the Fairfax neighborhood. There's not really much opportunity for us here.
And the GCC is demanding these neighborhoods have a greater voice in neighborhood development projects as a core way to help restore resident involvement and dropping voter turnout plaguing these communities.
If there are plans or development around the infrastructure of the central neighborhood, it is crucial that key leaders inside of this neighborhood is a part of those meetings.
And tonight, Mayor Bibb pledged to have a new response model in place this year. Rob, that would create a police and non-police response in cases where it's clear someone is having a mental health related issue.
Okay, Joe, there's another key part to this. The Greater Cleveland congregation clarified that it wants a seat at the table when it comes to these development projects in those neighborhoods. Absolutely,
Rob. To start, the GCC is hoping to meet with Mayor Bibb in the next few months to discuss development and infrastructure plans in the central neighborhood. You know News 5 will follow through on this developing story.
We know that. Joe Paganakis, thanks so much for tonight's work.